Several people woke up. I thought it was their last day that they would ever wake up. You ought to rejoice and be glad for the day. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Come on. Let's be grateful. Let's be grateful. Let's be grateful. Let's be grateful. Let's be grateful, saints. Let's be grateful. 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 Take everything else off your mind. We come here to worship. We come here to worship. That's what we saw. Here I am to worship. 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 With hands uplifted, our voice filled with praise. Here we are to worship. To worship you. To worship you. To worship you. To worship you. Worship. Living times where everything we do is rush. But let's not rush our worship. Here we are to worship. Bask in your presence. Here we are to worship. To worship. Let's set this atmosphere. It's an atmosphere of worship. It's worship. It's worship. It's worship. We worship you, Lord. We bless you, Lord. We bless you, Lord. We've been rushing all week, but we're resting in your presence right now. Been a rough week for some, been a challenging week, been a stressful week. Here we are to exhale in your presence. In your presence is the fullness of joy. Somebody needs rest right now. It's in your presence. Somebody needs peace. It's in your presence. It's in your presence. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Yes, God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your keeping power. That you keep us in the midst of everything we're facing. Stressful situations, but you yet keep us. Thank you for your provision. That you make a way where there seems to be no way. We bless you, Lord. We bless you, Lord. Move in this place, Lord. Move among your people, Lord. We need you, Lord. We need you, Lord. We need you, Lord. We ever needed the Lord before. We need you now.
Hallelujah. Yes. Thank you, God.
We declare that you are good.
Yes. Amen.
You are good.
Yes.
You are good. We surrender ourselves to you right now.
Yes.
Have your way in this place.
Yes.
Speak to our hearts. I speak restoration to everyone on the side of the house.
Yes. Hallelujah.
I speak your peace right now. Do it, oh God.
Yes.
Every prayer request, oh God. Do it, oh God.
Yes, Lord.
serve you, as we faithfully worship you. Bless us, oh God. We give you all the glory. We give you all the honor. We give you all of our praise. In Jesus' name. Come on, bless the Lord. We'll go into the book of Luke, chapter 8. Luke chapter 8. After that, we're going to slide your way over to the book of Galatians. Y'all don't have Bibles, y'all have fingers. What are we doing? The word of God we serve. Again, Luke 8. I'm not. Luke chapter 8, beginning at verse 43. Now a woman having a flow of blood for 12 years, who had spent all her livelihood on physicians, could not be healed by any, came from behind, touched the hem of his garment, and immediately her flow of blood stopped. Galatians chapter 6. In verse 9. Reading from the Message Bible. Galatians 6. In verse 9. So let us not allow ourselves to get fatigued doing good. At the right time, we will harvest a good crop if we don't give up or quit. Right now, therefore, every time we get the chance, let us work for the benefit of all, starting with the people closest to us in the community of faith. Somebody tell them, keep coming. Even if you're tired. We've been in this series of impacting the next generation. And I was thinking, the generation before me seemed to possess a strength that's lacking in this present generation. They seem to have their own prayer life. They seem to be able to keep going. The question has always been, how did they keep going? How did they keep coming? It was something in them that kept them moving forward. Despite obstacles, despite trials, despite situations. And it seems as though this present generation has more than the previous generation. It seems that this generation has opportunities than the previous generation had. And yet it seems like the previous generation possessed some kind of strength that kept them going despite what they did not have. My question is, what did they have that seemingly is lacking in this present generation? Interesting enough, I got a phone call this morning from a good friend of mine. And it started off, how you doing? I'm good. Haven't talked to you in a while. Things going good. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm making some grits. Making some grits. So he used to make breakfast. I used to eat breakfast. You know I like grits. I'm making grits. He said, but I gotta go downstairs to get some bacon and stuff. I said, downstairs? He said, he said, I was calling you. He said, I was on vacation. He said, and on our way back, I got a phone call that our house was on fire. And I said, he was talking, I said, are you in it? He said, no. He said, we lost. He said, we have to rebuild. He said, we're in a hotel right now. He said, we're in a hotel and I'm making grits. And then we're going to get dressed. We're going to church. Y'all missed it.
I did.
Y'all missed it. He said, lost our house. We have to rebuild. We're waiting on the insurance company. In the meantime, we're here in this hotel, just making grits for the family. We'll go downstairs and get some bacon and stuff, because they got some good bacon down there. And we'll come back up. We're going to get dressed and we're going to church.
All right. All right.
Y'all missed it. Somebody say, keep coming. Coming is an attitude. Coming is more than showing up. Y'all missed that. Coming is more than because you can be present and not be here.
Right.
So coming is more than just showing up. You come before you get here. That phrase was worth $10,000. You come before you get here. Because coming is an attitude.
Right.
Y'all missed it. How do I know? Because when y'all, not y'all. When you don't come, it started before you didn't come.
Right.
This is a book. Y'all write this. But before you even not show up, you already didn't show up.
Right.
Casey, I have an employee I'm about to write up tomorrow. Because at some point in time, you got to show up at work.
Yeah.
You cannot text me every morning with an issue. And you can't go to lunch and not come back from lunch because all of a sudden during lunch an issue came up. Then you asked me if you could change your hours. Because it was hard for you to get there at that time. So I changed your hours. And you still come late. And then you asked me again if we could rearrange your schedule. Then I'm done. And then we have some training to do, so we was trying to rearrange some people's schedules in order to fit in the training. And we asked somebody if they could stay a little bit later or come in on another day to do some overtime. I wasn't talking to her. But she came up and said, I want overtime. Well, you never on time. You don't start time. How you get overtime? Well, she said, I can do overtime on that day, which was Thursday. Wednesday, I got a text. Take that back. Wednesday, she didn't show up.
Wow.
I don't call grown folk to see why you ain't.
Right. It's your job.
But because I need to write her up, I tell her, hey, I ain't heard from you today. She said, oh, I text Cecilia. Why would you text her? And then she sends me a screenshot of the text. The text says, I can't make it in, and I won't be back in till Tuesday because I have to go to Michigan. Now, you was willing to do overtime on Thursday, but you didn't know you was going to be in Michigan until Tuesday? You already know when you're not going to do something before you not do it.
Right.
When you text me at 12 noon, you knew you weren't coming in at 7, at 6.
Come on.
Here's my point. Before you do or not do anything, you've already done it or not done it. Why? Because it starts in your mind. It's an attitude. It's a behavior. So coming is a behavior. It is an attitude that says, this is what I'm going to do. It has nothing to do with circumstance and what's going around. I've made up my mind. How do I know? Because we make up our minds to do a whole lot of stuff. Janet Jackson time. I'm going to that concert. It's $199. I don't know where I'm gonna get it, but I'm going. And you put in sick time 6 months in advance, cause you know by hook or crook I'm getting that $199 because I'm gonna be at that concert. Cause it's an attitude. It's a mindset that says, here we go. Whatever it takes, I'm gonna make it work. Come in and listen. I know it seems like I'm talking about church. Church is a part of that, but I'm just talking about showing up.
All right.
Because showing up starts before you show up. I want to look into the mind of this woman in this text. There are some stuff that is not said but yet implied. There is some stuff that has gone on that we cannot see in the text, yet it is there. The text starts off with this woman who has no name. That's good. Because I want you to insert yourself in this text. I want you to see yourself in this text. Text sheet. A woman who has a flow of blood for 12 years. Okay. Let's take out the flow of blood. Take that out. Especially for the men. We can't not relate. So that don't help us. I want to help our men too. So we're going to take out the flow of blood part. Women, y'all God bless you. This person, okay, this person has a problem. This person has a serious problem. Watch it. And has had this problem for 12 years. I say keep coming. Keep coming. You have this situation for 12 years. What we see in the text, don't miss it, is what is happening at the 12th year. When we get to this text, we're at the 12th year. We don't know about years 1 through 11, but let's look at it. There's a problem. Perhaps the problem started off as a minor situation, minor setback. Let's use her issue for 5 seconds. The story says she had this issue for 12 years, but at some point the issue began. And maybe when the issue began, it wasn't such a big deal.
Right.
Just go to the doctor or just, I want to say something else. I just buy some extra things. Because it's just, you know, it's happening and okay. Watch this. What mindset of minor situations.
Deal with them.
You try to fix it yourself. Panic. You think it won't last long. So what do you do with everyday life? You keep going. First year, she keeps going. It's uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but I still make it to church. It's uncomfortable. I'm still in my prayer group. You know, it gets on my nerves at work. But, you know, I'm still going to work. It ain't knocked me out. It's just a situation that's uncomfortable. I don't like it. We're not sure, watch this. We're not sure of her life. Is she married? We don't know. Has she had kids? We don't know. But what we do know is she's trying to navigate her way through life despite these issues. Have you ever had to just navigate your way through life through issues?
Yes.
And has an issue ever got you to a point that you wanted to stop coming?
Yes, sir.
Sometimes in life, the best thing you can do is keep coming. Sometimes in life, the only thing you can do, keep coming. Let's think about it. My first lady, she said, just a woman, she said that she had a knee problem, really bothering her. And the knee problem showed up at the wrong time. You ever had a problem show up at any other time, but not this week? I got stuff to do. You ever had stuff planned? This is not the time to catch a cold. It's not the week. I got stuff to do. She said that was just, she had stuff to do that week, and her knee was bothering her to the point that she wasn't going to be able to do what she had planned to do. Watch this. She said, so what I decided to do was not focus on the handicap. Watch this. What she decided to do was not focus on what she could not do, but focus on what she could do. She said the best thing I could do was show up even if I had to sit down. Y'all understand. Y'all understand. Sometimes you have to show up even if you got to sit down. Because remember, showing up is a mindset. Showing up is an attitude. Showing up is a behavior. So what does it mean to show up even if you have to sit down? It's an attitude that says, I'm going to move forward, and whatever I can't do, I'm not going to worry about. I just worry about what I can do. I can at least show up. Because showing up can encourage somebody else who didn't want to show up. Showing up will show the next, here we go, will show the next generation how to respond when life situations show up. Because you know they will. You can shield your children from stuff, but you can show them how to respond in the stuff.
Right. Amen.
At some point in time, I can imagine she gets tired. I can imagine at some point in time, she declares enough is enough. Y'all ain't never been there. At some point in time, she declares all this praying just ain't working. Y'all ain't never been there. At some point, she decides all these prayer groups and conference prayer calls, and it just ain't working for me.
All right.
Yeah. I see it working for other folk, but it ain't working out. Y'all ain't never been there. I've been faithfully coming. She's been showing up and showing up. And at some point in time, she decides showing up is enough. I can't do this no more. I'm not sure what year that was. I don't know what year it is for you. I don't know what year you at in the 12th year. But at some point in time, you get tired. At some point in time, you get weary. At some point in time, you get tired of everybody telling you how it's going to work out. At some point in time, you get tired of pastor talking about just keep the faith. God gonna work it out. No weapon formed. I don't want no scriptures. Y'all ain't never been there. Y'all holy sanctified. Y'all running for Jesus mighty on time. You not tired yet. You ain't never had no issues. But at least 3 of us have wanted to throw the towel.
Yeah. Throw it and pick it back up. Right. I'm sorry. Do it. That's it.
We live in a time now. Folk don't stop going. They ain't never gone. And they ain't never gone because they never watched us go.
Wow.
I need you to see this woman at her 12th year. She's at her wit's end. Matter of fact, the text says, she about to sue Kaiser. She's about to sue Aetna, Blue Cross. Because the text says she went to heaven, she spent all of her money trying to get this thing fixed. Trying to do it yourself. How many times have you ever just tried to fix stuff the butter knife? This don't work. Butter knife don't work. And then when the butter knife don't work, when the safety pin don't work, well, you can't afford steak knife because your soul goes for the doctor. So you just have it. What do you do when you just, here we go, out of options? What do you do when life takes away all of your options? And then on top of that, you praying and it seems like God ain't answering. Y'all ain't never been there. And mama said, keep praying. Prayer works. Grandmama said, keep praying. And you wonder what's wrong with me? How come it ain't working for me? Somebody say, keep coming. See, they possess something that we are lacking in She spent all she had. The text says, my verse says, she spent all her livelihood. Here we go. Here we go. She was working. She had a job. And she spent every check trying to get this situation fixed. I can imagine that at some point in time, this issue probably caused her to maybe resign from her job. Somebody say life. And she depended, here we go. She was depending on her livelihood to help her get better. Because the text says she spent her livelihood on physicians and could not be healed by anybody. You cannot depend on your check. You cannot have all of your trust and all of your faith in your job because life happens. You got to learn where your help comes from. God can use a job to help you, but he don't need a job to help you. So when you have a job, thank you, Lord. But I'm not dependent upon this job because you are the source of everything that I need. Right now, the job is the source, but if you take away that source, he got another one. Look at somebody and say, he got another one. You better know he do.
You better know it. Yeah.
How many of you ever been without a job?
No way.
How many of you ever seen a way being made without the job? That's a praise break right there. You just thank him for whatever that was. See, that's weak. See, that's what I'm saying. You're not coming. It's an attitude. You just raised your hand and said, God made a way without it. And then when I said praise, God was like, I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds for y'all to get that. See, when you really need God to do something, you'll learn how to praise him. When he really makes a way out of no way, you'll understand what it means to... You understand what it means to unashamedly praise him because you know that this was a nothing but God moment. And everybody in this room has had a nothing but God moment. But you know it was nothing but God that did it. You weren't so good, you weren't so smart, you weren't so rich, you didn't have the wisdom. All you know was, even though I messed up, God still did it. It's a but, and everybody is going to experience at some point in time a but God moment. And if you haven't experienced it yet, here we go. Before you come, you've already come. So that means before he do it, you ought to be praising him like he's already done it. So when he does it, she's tired. She's tired. At some point in time, she probably stopped coming. 12 years. What started off as a week ended up being 12 years. I can only imagine her mental state at this point. Don't bring me no more bad news. Hakuna Matata. I'm worried. It's been 12 years. Something happens after 12 years. At some point in time, you can't keep nursing your wounds. At some point in time, you got to stop being your own victim. At some point in time, you got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. And you got to make some decisions. Somebody say you got a choice to make. And God is not going to make that choice for you. The text implies that she's at home. She heard. Youngest. She heard that a church service was going to happen at 10. She had a choice. I've been to enough of them services. They didn't do nothing for me. I've been to, ain't gonna call nobody's name. I've been to all the healing conventions. Nothing happened. He hit me, knocked me down. I came up bleeding. I bought the $25 jar of water. And as I drank it, I started bleeding. Prayer cloth was $29.99. It had been to Jerusalem and dipped in the Jordan River. And I laid it on me. They said, lay it over your head all through the night. I almost couldn't breathe, but I let it stay on my head. And I woke up to a pool of blood. I don't want to hear nothing else about no more services, no more scriptures. I've done it. I've been there, done it. But somebody told her there's a service going on at 10. She have a choice to make. Understand her choice. This is a Jewish culture. If you go back to the book of Deuteronomy, you will understand the laws that they had in place for the Jewish culture. If you were in that time, I have to say it another way. If a lady was
A visitor?
When the flowing begins, they could not come outside and be in public. Understand that? This is not a suggestion on the back of the pad. This is a Jewish law. Watch this. And the law, read the right. And the law stated that if they were out and found out, they could be stoned to death. That was the law. But somebody says she has a choice. She hears about this service. She don't have a car because it got repossessed. Remember, she used all her money. Metro don't run on Sundays in that town. Her friends are probably few at this point. Because she ain't got no money. She can't go out, so we can't party. So everybody done forgot about her. Sometimes it takes God removing some stuff and some people from your life before you can get what you need. The text says she has a choice. If she stay at home, she can die. If she leaves the house, she can die. She has a choice. She decides it's worth it. Because if I stay here, my situation is not going to change. If I go out, there's still a possibility that something can change. The text says, Jesus is already busy healing folk. Matter of fact, at this particular point in time, he's actually on his way to Jairus' house to heal his daughter. See, you always think God is too busy for my little problem. You always think church ain't got no time for me. You come up with all this stuff, but this woman said she has an attitude change. Before she even goes out, she said, I'm gonna do this. Now, I'm tired of this. 12 years. It's something gonna happen today. Now I don't know what. I get killed or healed, one of the two. But something gonna happen today. Faith, a faith rises up in her. Watch this. But she's also scared. When's the last time you let fear stop you from getting? She's scared. She don't know if she's gonna live or die. But she walks out of that house. The text says, follow to do it myself. Y'all understand? If I'm going to do this, it's going to be me and God. And depending on nobody else and calling nobody else, this right here is going to be me and God. She's walking. What's going on in her mind? Maybe I should just turn around. She's at that time for me. But she keeps going. She's thinking. I really don't even know where he at. They just said a service at 10. They told me no address. But I'm going to look for him. I'm tired. But I'm going to look for him.
All right.
I'm weary. I'm broke. I hope you don't ask for an offering. But I'm going to keep coming till I find him. She's walking. Perhaps while she's walking, she's bleeding. Perhaps while you still coming, situations are still happening. The text, she kept coming. The text says that she came up behind him. Text says she thought in her mind, all I need is one touch. She thought, I've heard all the stuff he's done. And I believe if he don't have to call me, I don't need to be in his prayer line. He don't even have to call my name. I believe he has so much power that if I can just touch him. If I can get close enough to just touch him. But you won't get close to him if you don't come. Stand up. Pick this up next week. Watch it. Jesus didn't seek her out. She saw him. He didn't call her and say, come to my service at 10 and you gonna get healed. She never got a call. She made up in her own mind. She made a choice. I'm gonna come. Even if I'm uninvited. Because I heard he don't turn for a fool. Lift your hands. Somebody is tired. Somebody is on your 12th year. And you're weary. And you're wondering, when is all this going on? When is God going to fix it? When is God going to hear me? When is God going to answer? Will this problem ever be over? Will this situation ever get different? The time of waiting is over. Now you got to do something. Coming is an attitude. It's a behavior. And it's a choice you have to make all by yourself. You got to go if you're the only one in the house going. You got to serve God if you're the only one serving. It's a personal choice that you have to make on your own. But Joshua said, choose ye this day whom you want to serve. Make up your mind, make a choice. After 12 years, I can't be waiting on everybody else to make choices. I got to make my own choice. I need a touch from Jesus. My brother used to always say that. Basically, after you die, the judgment. You got to stand before God on your own. I want to pray for somebody this morning. Who's like this woman who's tired. Who's been dealing with stuff for at least 12 years. With no help or hope inside. But I come to tell you, Jesus is waiting for you.
All right.
He's not going to come to you. How do I know? Matthew says, come unto me, all ye that labor. You have to do the coming. And in other words, he said, and then he who comes to me, I will in no wise cast out. You have a choice to make this. You can decide to stop coming, or you can decide to come. Come. Come with tears, but come. Come with questions, but come. Come mad. Come drunk. Come. Just don't disrupt me. Hi, come on. So that's what we missed the church. He didn't say how to come. He just said come. See, it's not until you come that he can fix whatever it is you got. So I can't come because this such and such. No, that's why you should come. We used to let folk in church women when they had on pants. Come on, pants. Come on. How much you need a touch from God? I'll pray for you. Father in Jesus. There are hands up all over the room with people who need a touch from you. They have situations, challenges, problems that only you can solve. And many of us are just weary, tired, without answers. And we're still trying to keep coming. Give us what we need, oh God. Give us the strength. Give us the faith to keep coming. Many of us are just a touch away from what we need. We're going to keep coming. The road might get rough. The going might get tough. But we're going to keep coming. us accountable. Is there one other son among us who's tired? I encourage you. Keep coming. That woman was tired. And she made a choice. There is strength in coming. I said there is strength in the coming. Get along with God this morning. Tell him all your problems. Tell him everything you need. Don't give him a solution. Don't tell him how to fix it. Just tell him your need. This is what's going on. Now it's in your hands. And keep going to him. Let's figure out next week what happens when you keep coming. Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for your word. Thank you for Praise House and everyone of us sound of my voice. I pray that you will restore back into them the joy of your salvation. Despite every trial, despite every issue, every circumstance. I pray peace and joy into somebody's heart right now in the name of Jesus. Somebody is just on E right now. I pray that you will fill them up right now with your presence, with your power, with your love, with your peace in the name of Jesus. Show them your love this week. No one is here today on accident. Do what only you can do, oh God. We give you all the praise, honor, and glory. In Jesus' name. So good people tell them, keep coming. Dealing with impacting the next generation. We wanted to do something as the kids and the youth are going and headed back to school. How we're going to do this, but I'm actually Belle to come up. Y'all welcome my love.
You'll probably see again a few things, but we just wanted to send them back with some Praise House love. What we're going to do is we're going to have the kids come up, we're going to give them a backpack, we're going to ask them to stay up here, and then once everyone receives their backpack session, then we'll say a prayer over them. Okay?